Okay, guys, good morning. Today is the 5th of May, 2026. CRAZII Global Market Talk with KEL. CRAZII, anytime, anywhere. All right, guys, I'm now in Cambodia. We just finished a 2-day class, and a few hours' time, I'll be on flight to China. All right. So you can see that we are pretty busy at the moment, and glad to see so many people from different part of the world joining us. All right. So thank you for all this support all this while. Now, today we're going to talk about the financial market as usual. Now, yesterday we have a very good session with about Warren Buffett, and apparently yesterday you saw what happened right in the afternoon while we were doing live trading. We saw gold collapse because there was two ships from US was being hit by the Iranian. But apparently after that, they say no such things, and then the market recovered. But if you look carefully at how the moving average was moving at the time itself, was quite eerie. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Right, before we go into the detail, disclaimer, but as usual, please do your risk management. Okay. So let's talk about the international market. What do we have? Now, first of all, South Korea stocks has hit a fresh high, building on historical monthly rally in April. Okay. Now this is crazy because Korea, I mean, we do know that, example, Samsung, they came out 8-fold earning, so it's a very good one. Chips was doing very well, and for Korea to ride onto this is expected. But the point is this: for the market down at this level so high, it's a little bit overdone. Okay, so that's why traders, you need to be very careful when the market go into such a 45-degree acceleration. Is always not a very good sign. It's better to be slow and steady to go up as the market climb rather than 45 parabolic upside. Yeah. Okay. So this morning, Iran attacks UAE. Oh gosh. All right. Say it sank boats in the Strait of Hormuz. Okay. Traffic in Strait of Hormuz won't return to normal until August or later, according to some Kashi trader. And U.S. military deny Iran claim that it struck the American warship in the Strait of Hormuz. I mean, put it this way: if Iranian really hit the U.S. ship out of nowhere, I don't think they get it wrong, right? But if U.S. want to turn around and say that, oh, that ship is actually not a U.S. military ship, then of course the market will just accept that. So I don't buy that. I think that if they did hit, but U.S. try to reduce the damage, try to cut it down and say they downplay it and say it's not that. All right, why do I say that? I'll give my reason through the chart later. All right, so the thing is this, apart from that itself, in the other world news, it doesn't seem to have much, all basically succumbing the current issue now in this Iran. All right, nothing big at the moment right now for that. And of course, we all know that Kevin Walsh is expected to become the next Fed chief, and we're still waiting for the confirmation. All right, so that is what we have at the moment right now for the international front. Okay, so let's look at the charts. So shooting will be one thing that you're looking for, right? Okay, so I have to say again, thank you for coming in, but you can see that today the internet connectivity is not that fantastic. Yeah. Okay. All right, so what we have right now, guys, take a look on the chart. I hope it's updating. That is how it's moving. I can see the time is moving, but the numbers are not moving. Okay, so guys, the numbers are not moving. So please check with the current status of your market before you engage. Because you can see the numbers are all now hang here. Very clearly it's hanged. So just do the analysis and then you do your own trading on your own. Yeah. Okay, I repeat, the numbers are hang right now. The data not coming in, likely due to the bandwidth. Okay. Now for today, you can see that the gold opening price is 45.24 and the MLP is 45.78. So if the market is supposed to go higher, it should stay above OP. Now today, I'm more toward buy side in the morning because we have seen the KCX already turn green. When KCX turn green in the uptrend market, usually that means that the market will see a temporary bottom. And you can see that today, as long as the market stay above OP, it will be a buy on gold, right? So that's why I think gold has a higher chance to go up. Now, KSI wise, we do see a little bit of uncertainty. Initially, it was coming down, and then the selling again increased a little bit. But today, the selling seemed to be significantly lower. So that's why I felt that the market may rebound in the near term. Okay. Now, but based on the K trend, which is a new technical technique that I created, I will do a short video on this weekend to let everybody take a look, and I will do it in I will put in subtitle to different languages for you to enjoy it. So what we have right now is that we see the market now, the yellow cluster in A versus B. B yellow cluster is higher than A. So in this way, in a downtrend, we focus on the yellow cluster. And very clearly, the yellow cluster A, the highest closing price is lower than B cluster closing price. So because of that itself, right, this basically gives us the downtrend definition. And because of downtrend definition, that means that if the market breaks below, turns to red candle, it's always a sell. And that's why you have the market coming down. But of course, now we do have the KCX at the bottom, bottoming a little bit. So I suspect that there will be some bottoming effect over here. Now, I want to say this again and again. The indicator is there, but the data is not coming in. Yeah, I repeat, the data is not coming in. So please check your data right now. I think I'll just open up my this 3G to do a backup here. Okay, it's coming in periodically. The data is down back up again. All right, it's really now at 45, 39. So you can see it's really a bit of jipping here. All right. So that is what is happening right now for gold, 40, 45, 40, yeah? Okay, change to the 5-minute chart. So let's take a look. So for those who traded gold this morning, this is what you can see. This morning, gold, if you sell below OP, you're correct. The market did go below OP. Then you notice that when you go down, you take this number and the number KTR minus 1, you put a divide by 2, you get halfway of this. And exactly, the market stop here, the halfway mark. Okay, all right, my KSI and my KCX is not coming in because of the intermittent, all right, but never mind, we focus on the entry first. And then what happened after that, you can see that there's a 4 diamond coming in. You draw the line and you can see the market really touched the 4 diamond, the level, the diamond line exactly here, and then propel. And when it shoot up, wow, look at it, amazing. It closed exactly at KTR plus 1, it touched there and pull back. So this is why CRAZII is so incredible. The numbers, the KTR plus 1 is already calculated in the first second of the day when the market opened. And yet now, after 4 hours later, the market really touched that level exactly. This is why it makes us so different. We are able to see the market way, way, way in advance than compared to other people. And if you follow the rules, you should be able to make money. All right. So that is what happened to our gold today. So for those who are trading gold, your first TP has been done. Yesterday in a class in Cambodia, I told you guys, if you know what is KCX, tomorrow, which is today, you know what to do. And truth be told, those who have caught my hint, they buy gold this morning, and now they are very profited from making money from gold. Yeah. So congratulations to those who traded on gold. Now, one thing to note now, everybody, take note. I want to say this here in advance. Yeah. Now, gold, although today is up, but as I told you just now, right, the gold itself on the day chart trend based on the K trend is still on a downtrend. Now, when it's on a downtrend itself, right, you need to focus on 2 things. Number 1, if it's above OP, yes, you can buy. All right. Number 2, very important, is that if you want to sell from the high, then you need to sell when the market touch the KTR plus 1, plus 2, or plus 3. So the next number for gold is 4560. As you can see, the market stopped here perfectly. So either that gold will cross 4542, which is the KTR plus 1, and then go to 4560, or the market will just stop here and then pull back. Because why? Remember, the day chart for gold is still a downtrend. So if you look carefully, it's in the past, right, when the market is downtrend, when the market hit the high of KTR plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, usually that is where the market will come back down. You understand my point? So I repeat, in a downtrend, right, when you want to buy something, you buy above OP, but KTR plus 1 or the most plus 2, you just get out first. Then if you want to sell from the high, you need to wait for it to go up to plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. Then from the high, you see the market touches the high or the KTR technical level, cannot go higher, then it comes down. So that is the way. Okay, so suspect that the gold may test 4560 later. All right, and then if you tested it, it doesn't go any higher, and from there you can take some profit or sell down for a short one. Okay, all clear? All right, so that is what I suspect gold might be doing in the later part today. Okay, so I won't be around. I will be away later on. So my Singapore team will support you guys in whatever you all need to do, yeah, on the market itself. Okay. All right, so that is the gold analysis. All right, I have to apologize. The internet is really, really bad at the moment right now. The data is not coming in at all, and there's nothing much I can do. All right, if I switch over to my 3G now, I think it will take some time again. So apology, yeah. So just use your whatever you listen to me, you listen first. Then after that, you use your own analysis to do your own trade off with the market. So now gold is trading about 4540 approximately. Okay, so that is the goal. Dow Jones. Now, Dow Jones today is a CCYR for the first time, right? CCYR. But we have an issue here. The KSI is green, the KCX is black. So by this point, it shows that the market want to buy and sell. So will the Dow go up? Well, as long as the Dow stays above OP, right, which is now at this moment now 4897. 48979, sorry. As long as they above OP, it will be a buy. Okay. But because it's below MLP, the market will have some selling pressure. Number two, we have a KCL on top there, and that's why the market yesterday sell so badly. And we have the 4 diamond there. Now, yesterday was a good combo whereby you can see that the 4 diamond is there, the KCL is there. So the line become a very powerful line. That's why yesterday when the Dow opened, immediately after it opened, it traded downwards. All right, so that is the type of thing to expect when you have a diamond line and a KCL line together. Okay, so now we have a very strong resistance on top. That's number one. Number two, MLP, right, it's above us, so that means the selling pressure is still available. Number three, the very important thing is this. You notice the KCB, right? The KCB and the MA30 is almost identical. It's a stack. So if the market do break below OP later on, there is a very high chance the market will come down to the MA30 to tap on it. That means the figure here itself is 48,697. Now, for the market Dow to touch a level, right, I think you need to have a affirmation from the Iranian side whether did they really hit the US ship. And if let's say they can prove that the US ship was being hit, that means that US bluff. And if US really bluff it or fake it, then that will give a very, very bad feel of the market, because that means that no one will dare to trust US anymore with whatever report they say. All right, so like the boy who cried wolf like that. So that's why if the Iranian can prove that the ships they attack is from the US, all right, then that will cause another major shakeout in the financial market. Yeah, so do take note of that. Now, personally, I am more to the sell side. Why? Because as I said to you, right, the market is below OP, below pivot 1, below MLP, and as a KCB and KCB and the MA30 is so nearby. So usually when that happens, the market will be attracted towards it. Okay, so that's my personal take. I can be wrong, yeah. Okay, so that is the thing here for Dow Jones. So for those people who are looking to trade, remember below OP you can sell the Dow Jones. All right, let's look at the Bitcoin. Now, yesterday, Bitcoin went up to above 80,000. Congratulations. I already given you the call about Bitcoin. I told all of you Bitcoin is a buy, and it will hit and it will go to 80,000. So it did. In fact, yesterday, it went even higher to 81,000, right, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so I need to change the time frame to see the KSI and KCX. So that's why I tell you guys, our KSI and KCX, the compilation, the data algorithm is not inside AIMS, it's put outside. So that's why when you log in, you notice that the KSI and KCX don't come in together with AIMS data. Okay. All right. So today for this Bitcoin. Now, do you know that you can actually switch whether do you want to see KCB or pivot? You just go to the chart, right click. You'll see this thing called TWB CRAZII System 10.4 property. Click on it. Okay. Then there'll be a script pop up. Can you see now? Show KCB true, show pivot false. That means that I actually turn off the pivot. So once you do that, you just change it to true. All right, okay. This is under inputs, by the way. You press OK, and then your pivot, if it's there or available, it will come out. Okay, see the pivot come out yet? Okay. Now sometimes there's no pivot, right? But most of them there are pivot. Now we're going to redo a little bit of touch up for the CRAZII chart very soon so that you can see the word no pivot when there's really no pivot on the day. Because some people, right, they don't too sure whether got pivot or not, which I understand. Okay, so Bitcoin, what do we have? Now, Bitcoin have a very good run. We have a stack diamond over here, and followed by a stack diamond, we have a KCL over here. So that basically gives you a very strong diamond line, and that's why the market goes up. Number two, now based on the K trend, we have a very clear uptrend here. So that's why the next candle yellow is always a good buy, and that's why the price is going up. So that's why you see, guys, if you know K trend, you can actually know where the market could be going. And last but not least, the right is above MLP, it's above 4P, above MLP, and it's above KCL. So basically everything is good for Bitcoin at the moment right now. And interestingly, the MA30 and MA200 is stacked together. So become two very strong moving average at the same time holding up the Bitcoin. So will Bitcoin move under to 81,000? It is possible because today the Bitcoin 81,333 is the pivot one. So there is a chance for that. Now, of course, you will say, KEL, why would it go up now? Because again, I said there's nothing more that is can you buy, right? Because now crude oil is near the high, gold is actually near the low end, which the market is going against it. So the next better instrument to buy and keep and hold, it will be Bitcoin. So that's why buyers are returning to buy Bitcoin. But remember, this is just temporary. They are just holding it to make some money out of this. I don't think this will hang on too long. Now, dear guys, I want to say this again and again. I suspect that now today is the 5th of May, right? Now it's 5th of May. Then we have June and July. I suspect that the market now is at the peak. And then after these few days, the market will eventually go back down quite badly for month of June and July before it bottom out for the end of the year. So that's why for traders, I think you should be very careful for June and July. Or in fact, from mid of May, you should start to watch out for, because I expect June and July, the market will do some selling. Now, one reason is because the Federal Reserve Chairman Kevin Walsh will be coming in, and he will definitely set some new policy, and that may not be favorable. And do take note, there is actually a very interesting viral video going on, or picture going on, says that whenever a new Fed come in, the Bitcoin will drop by 20 to 30%. So if you look at it from a very simple point of view, I tell you that Bitcoin will go up, it's going up, but maybe at a certain height, it will pull back down. Okay, so that's something to take note of. Yeah, so you want to buy Bitcoin, no wrong, but 81, 82,000, take some profit and go, because from this Yellen to this what you call Jerome Powell, every time when they go into become a Fed chief or become a second term Fed chief, we do see Bitcoin coming down. And of course, before Bitcoin come down, usually the Bitcoin will go up first. So it's a very interesting chart here. I will send the chart to our announcement, our news group later. Okay, so take note, right? This is not for just on Bitcoin. I'm talking about global market. Global market is expected to continue to go up a little bit more and then hit a peak somewhere in the mid of May. And then after that, there should be some selling until June, July period. Then after that, then maybe we'll see a bottom out effect and the market will go to the new high after that. Okay, so that is my view for today for the market, for the Bitcoin and the rest of the whole world. I hope you enjoyed that. And I know it's pretty draggy on the site to explain more stuff to you because of the very bad internet. We will end it here for today. Anything else, we'll update you through the different through Telegram. All right. Thank you very guys. Thank you very much for waiting. Bye-bye.